FBI raid on John Bolton. In a rare and bold move, the FBI raided the Maryland home and Washington, D.C. office of former National Security Advisor John Bolton, early this morning sparking fresh debate on politics, privilege, and national security. Essential details to cover quickly. Date and scope, August 22nd, 2025, home in Bethesda.
Mr. President, have you been briefed on the FBI raid of John Bolton?
No, I don't know about it. I saw it on television this morning. I'm not a fan of John Bolton. He's a real, sort of a lowlife. When I hired him, he served a good purpose because, as you know, he was one of the people that forced Bush to do the ridiculous bombings in the Middle East. Bolton, he wants to always kill people, and he's very bad at what he does, but he worked out great for me because every time he doesn't talk, he's like a very quiet person, except on television. If he could say something bad about Trump, he'll always do that, but he really doesn't talk. He's quiet. And I'd walk into a room with him with a foreign country, and the foreign country would give me everything because they said, oh no, they're going to get blown up because John Bolton's there. He's not a smart guy, but he could be a very unpatriotic guy. I mean, we're going to find out. I know nothing about it. I just saw it this morning. They did a raid.
Do you expect the DOJ to brief you on this?
Yeah, they'll brief me, probably today sometime.
And Foreign Minister...
I tell Pam and I tell the group.
MD and separate D.C. office searched under court authorization. No charges yet. Investigative focus, alleged mishandling of classified documents, renewal of an earlier probe from 2020 tied to his memoir, Bolton's History, former UN Ambassador and Trump National Security Advisor, 2018-19, later turned harsh critic. Memoir The Room Where It Happened led to prior investigation, but no charges in 2021. Bolton's relationship with Trump fired via tweet in 2019. Security clearance and Secret Service protection revoked on Trump's first day back in office. Political implications. Critics argue the raid is less about justice and more about retaliation. Bolton is among a list of Trump critics under renewed scrutiny tied to FBI Director Kash Patel's government gangsters appendix. Supporters of the raid emphasize rule of law, Patel declared on social media. No one is above the law, echoed by Pam Bondi and Deputy Director Dan Bongino. From Trump, claimed ignorance of the raid, saw it on TV, and called Bolton a real sort of a lowlife, adding he wants to always kill people. From commentators, Overton Washington Post, views. It is weaponization and part of Trump's vendetta against critics. Atlantic shares broader concerns about political erosion of justice norms, labeling it symptomatic of partisan distrust in law enforcement. Representative Kinzinger, it's the raid that is the message. This is pure intimidation. Is the FBI enforcing the law or enforcing a vendetta? And what does this mean for accountability at the highest level? Trump's Ukraine security guarantees. Suggested title, Trump, Europe, and security promises, what's next for Ukraine? Meanwhile, across Capitol Hill, President Trump played mediator, posting what he called security guarantees for Ukraine, but placing the heavy lifting on Europe. What's real? And what's symbolic? What happened on August 19th? During a White House meeting with Zelensky and European leaders, Trump said Putin agreed that Russia would accept security guarantees for Ukraine, while Europe would take a lot of the burden, and the US would help. European voices responded cautiously. Von der Leyen welcomed Article 5-like security guarantees, and Macron emphasized broader European security, not just Ukraine was at stake. Meanwhile, Moscow pushed back strongly, rejecting any presence of NATO or foreign troops on Ukrainian soil. Is Trump rallying a united front, or is this a diplomatic sleight of hand? For Ukraine and its allies, the real test will be action, not just words. Let me know what you think. Revenge? Justice? Drop comments below. And don't forget to subscribe for more interesting news analysis. See you in our next post. I'm your host, Emily.